What I'm going to do is introduce, first of all, our speakers and what they're going to talk about. I will be the first speaker in this session, and then the talks after me then will address different topics then that I'm going to try to introduce in my opening comments. I've worked on laurel wilt for a long time, and this Eulacii problem is a new problem for me and for us in Florida. So have some data on that. Carrie mentioned some of the stuff that we've done with the fungus recently. I'm not going to talk much about that. My experience is mainly with laurel wilt, and I'll point out that tonight at the poster session, there are 2 posters on some of the work that I've done with collaborators on that disease. I think there's some parallels between this Eulacii problem and laurel wilt. Dave Geiser is an outstanding mycologist. He took over Paul Nelson's position at Penn State. Paul Nelson established the Fusarium Research Center at Penn State, and huge resource there, a collection of mycotoxigenic and plant pathogenic Fusaria. Dave has been there for over 10 years now. He's a full professor. Pretty distinguished background. He spent some time in California with John Taylor's group doing a postdoc there, and an outstanding mycologist, so I'm glad he's here. Andrew Garian is going to give some introductory comments. We have 2 Aussies with us. His background and the background of his postdoc, Paul Campbell, they are molecular virologists and have come into this idea that fungal pathogens are also important fairly recently, but look forward to their comments, and that they have what looks like the same insect that we have in Florida, and perhaps the same fungus or fungal component. We'll find out. Stan Freeman, I've known Stan for a long time. We collaborate on a couple different diseases, and as we've heard at this meeting, this disease on avocados specifically is perhaps most serious in Israel. So his perspectives on what's going there, I think, is going to be really important. I look forward to his comments. Akif wasn't originally on the program. He was just going to talk tomorrow at the public session. But again, because the outstanding parallels between the Israeli situation and what's happening here in California, we made a space for him in the this afternoon session to talk about what's happening in California. And then I'd be remiss without, I had a better picture of Ruben that he wouldn't let me show. We owe a debt of gratitude to Ruben for what he's done to organize this meeting. For me, we've got some really excellent scientists here, and getting us all together, focusing on a really important problem is really, really good. It's hard, I was telling Ruben, it's hard to get some of these guys on the phone, let alone at the same meeting for 3 days in a row. So, Ruben, kudos to you. I'll just point out, if you go to the web, associated with this "Have you hugged your avocado tree recently" picture, is this quote, and you can read it just as well as I do, but the thing that I see here is the generosity and leadership. So, Ruben, thank you very much. There are other people at UCR who have helped organize this meeting as well, but as Ruben indicated, Mary Lou probably has done more than the others. So thank you to the other people who I don't have a picture of here, but thank you to Mary Lou for taking time out of her busy schedule to arrange this.